you smell that? That's some good Boolean pie, guys. Oh man, Boolean, Boolean, Boolean. So good. Oh. I haven't been able to shut up about these pies because it's gonna make America great again, to be honest. But yeah, this is a big improvement over the last one, if you've been using them in the tutorials. So I'm very excited about this. As you can see, this is my maximum excitement level. So just like before, we can do, pick two pieces, hit Control B to bring up that Boolean pie. On the left side are all regular Booleans, which we can do a subtract here, and it'll go like that and cut it out. We could do intersect, and they will intersect. So this all works as before. But one thing that we didn't have before is if we were in object mode, like this, and we have three different cube objects, it wouldn't allow us to do the same cut because it would get confused because we're in object mode and this is more of an edit mode thing. So now it's smart enough to know that we're in object mode and to adjust accordingly. So we've got that. So we don't get that error anymore. Also, all right, with on the right side, if I hit Control B on the right side, there's these live Booleans. So these are just like the ones here on the left side, except they've got some, they're live so that you can change them in real time, and they have, you can change them whenever you want, and you're not locked in like with these ones. Oops, do that. So let's do live subtract, and it's just like this, just like before. But it's a lot faster now because we're using the bmesh solver, which is just a lot quicker than the carve solver, which I was using before. And also there was an error or a little bug where if we were messing around in edit mode with the cutter and then we switch back to object mode, it wouldn't update automatically, but now it updates. So you'll have no breaks in your action here. It'll all update and move pretty smoothly. So that's cool. Let's say you want to save the, or you want to freeze this now. You can do Control B and apply here, or apply and copy. Apply and copy will apply everything and hide the old stuff. So this one, it has no more modifiers. It's done. Like, this is actual geometry. But if we unhide, so Control Shift H in object mode, so there's our original stuff over here, and this one is still live. So we can do edits on this one, but maybe go in and do like extra little detail modeling on this one. So this is just a nice flexible option. Another option is Control B and apply regular. So this one does not make a copy. It just, well, it's actually supposed to delete this too, but that'll be fixed. But yeah, it'll just create this and there won't be any extra copies. So what else we have? We have a really cool option now called live cut line. Oh, we gotta pick two. Live cut line. And this makes, it basically gets your cutter and thickens it up a little bit, and then it makes a cut line for you. Very nice. And here's our thickness on the cut line. You can adjust that. Okay, so let's, oh, here's another cool thing. So with this mesh here, let's say we have, let me make another one here and subtract it. Maybe another one here and subtract that one. So now we've got a bunch of crap here cutting into this original, and we've created a few different modifiers here on this base mesh. So if I want to delete one of these cutters, I can hit X to delete it, and there's a special new delete that knows when we're deleting a cutter. And when we delete a cutter, it will automatically go into your original mesh and remove that corresponding modifier, which if before it would just leave behind these useless empty Boolean modifiers that were just annoying and cluttered up your space. But now it's nice and clean. So yeah, we can delete this, and now that modifier is automatically gone. We can also pick a modifier, or pick a cutter here, and hit Control B and apply, and that will apply it. It'll search for that modifier in the base mesh and apply it. So that's another nice little usability thing. Oops, let's try to intersect. It's really cool the kind of crazy shapes you can get. You can even animate this stuff since it's live, and we're getting some wacky stuff pretty quickly and easily. What else we have? Oops. So let's say I wanted to Control B and apply this so I can work on it a little bit faster. We could add in a cylinder here, and let's go in here. There's live subtract inset, which it makes a cut and then also insets a copy, so we can have, like, let's say a button or, you know, bolts or something like that. And previously this wouldn't exactly work properly because it would there would just be glitches and like stuff wouldn't update properly, but now it's all working correctly. It's something to do with parenting, because in the old version I would have this cutter parented to the inset mesh, and for some reason parenting and Booleans doesn't work properly together in Blender, so hopefully that'll get fixed someday. But until then, we've got other options. Cut line. So you have a lot of flexibility here, and I don't know. I think this is a lot better than the old version. This this cutter object is automatically constrained to the inset. So no matter where you move it or rotate it or scale it, it's gonna follow along, which is kind of cool. And then what else? I think that's already a lot to cover. Oh yeah, there's a slice. So let's say we got this and then another one, and we could go here, Control B and slice, and then it automatically highlights that edge for you. Well, this is kind of a shitty example, but if I were to do this with a cube over here, bevel this, I could do Control B slice, and it, oh, there you go. Okay. Damn, actually that's not, it's supposed to select the border. Well, anyway, you could go Control space border. But hopefully I'll fix that in the next one, so it automatically selects the border for you. Oh yeah, also just like before, if we can do all the same stuff that I just demonstrated, but in edit mode. So it doesn't, this all works in edit mode or object mode. It doesn't care, it just always works. So we can go inset, and that's one of my pet peeves with Blender, is like the stupid edit and object mode. It's always like, oh no, certain tools only work in certain modes, and it's kind of arbitrary. Doesn't make any sense, and it really gets my panties in a bunch, and you know, so I'm just trying to get that to not happen. So yeah, all these tools work in object or edit mode now, and all this stuff is, oh yeah, there's going to be, there's our same old toggle cutters, which will turn on and off our cutter objects, which is, it's more impressive if you have multiple cutters. So let's see, we have this. Come on. Okay. Cutters on, cutters off. Oh. Okay. And toggle solver should go in and change us from bmesh to carve, but I'm still working on that, so that's not done yet. But anyway, I'll post a Dropbox link for this, and the deal with this Dropbox is this is my actual working scripts directory, so I'm usually updating this like every day or so, because I'm making little tweaks to stuff. So if you want the latest scripts, just grab the one from the Dropbox. You can even set it up so that Blender directly rips or references that Dropbox folder, so you'll always automatically update your scripts. So you can do that with, if you go here to Blender, and it's in Control Tab, wait, oops. Let me see, File, Preferences, and then System, and then File and Scripts right here. So you can tell this and just point this to, let's say, where am I? Dropbox. So I just put my entire Blender onto this Dropbox folder, but you can grab just these scripts right here under Startup, and I'll post a link to this folder. And if you, I'll try to share this folder too, so if you want to add this to your Dropbox, you can have it and it'll automatically update. So if you want to add it into Blender, you just go to this folder, the scripts folder, and say accept, and then it will automatically load those scripts into your Blender. So do this at your own risk. I would suggest making a backup of your stuff. And anyway, that's it. And I'll continue to work on this, and let me know if you have any suggestions and whatever. I'm tired, and I hope you enjoy this thing. Bye.